Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of my Baby Steps series. In this episode, we're going to be talking about the nitty-gritty costs of infertility treatments. So in this video, I'm going to be super honest about all of the costs and all of the money that we have spent so far on fertility treatments, because I think it's important to know how much of an investment this is going into it. And obviously the costs can vary widely depending on which clinic you go to, what country you live in, and then how many fertility treatments you end up doing. So first of all, I had the AMH test done, which was measuring my ovarian reserve. That test cost $108 and I've gotten it done twice, which is a total of $216. For our first medicated timed intercourse cycle, I was prescribed letrozole and a trigger shot. For letrozole, I took 2.5 milligrams for 5 days, which is half of a pack, and came to $16.50. The Ovidrel trigger shot cost $105. So not including the progesterone suppositories, that cycle in total was $121.50. Our second medicated timed intercourse cycle was a little bit different. My letrozole was increased to 5 milligrams for 5 days, which is 1 pack of letrozole for $33. The Ovidrel trigger shot was still $105, which brings that cycle's total to $138. The third medicated cycle was exactly the same as the second one, so it was another $138. Our fourth medicated timed intercourse cycle, I was back down to 2.5 milligrams of letrozole for 5 days, so another $16.50, and then the trigger shot, bringing the cycle's total to $121.50. The crappy thing about that cycle was that we didn't actually end up using the Ovidrel trigger shot, and it just expired in my fridge. So for all 4 of those medicated cycles, after ovulation was triggered, I was on crinone, which is progesterone suppositories, which cost $260 for 18 applications. This is one of the only things that we had covered by Peter's insurance. So in total, I went through 4 boxes of the crinone applicators, which cost a total of $1,040. Prior to starting IVF, Peter had a sperm DNA fragmentation test done, which was $200. And we also had to do 1 mandatory counseling session, which cost $262.50. For the fresh IVF cycle procedures, it cost $11,400. And now we're gonna get into my meds. And keep in mind that meds can vary in terms of price depending on where you live and what clinic you buy it from. So first I was on Cetrotide. I took 5 doses of that and that cost $600. I was also on Gonal F. I took 350 units each day, which cost a total of $3,690. I was also on Superfact, which cost a total of $90, and 75 units of Menopur each day, which cost $220. Then for our IVF cycle, instead of taking Ovidrel, I was told to take the HCG shot of 10,000 units, which cost $110. The progesterone and oil injections that I took after my egg retrieval were also covered by insurance, but those cost $180. And lastly, they charge you up front $900 for freezing the embryos and 1 year of storage, which I'm actually still waiting for a refund on because we didn't have anything to freeze. So as you can see, the total is pretty large, $19,427.50. That's almost 20 grand in fertility treatments, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. That's just with your basic few fertility treatments at the beginning and then 1 cycle of IVF. So you can only imagine what the costs have become for people who have done multiple cycles. And I will say we paid for a private cycle because the wait list was quite long, and OHIP in Ontario covers a lot of things such as the monitoring, which is all the blood work and the ultrasounds that you get throughout the process. It covers the needles and the syringes and the alcohol pads, all of that, and it covers most of the doctor's appointments and consultations. There are some added expenses such as a block billing fee that a lot of clinics require, which includes things like texts and emails and phone calls and other extra stuff. So I hope some of you found that a little bit eye-opening as to why sometimes IVF isn't an option for everyone, because clearly it's very expensive and it takes a toll not only on your emotions and mental health, but also on your bank account. And I don't think I've mentioned this yet in previous videos, but I do have a website called Life's Baby Steps, and I write companion blogs for most of my videos that I make and some extras here and there. So make sure to check back in the site, and you can always subscribe in the footer of that website if you want to get notified of new blog posts, and I would love to see some of your comments on there. Thanks so much for watching our Baby Steps series, and I hope you come back for the next one. Bye!